All right, man. What's good, y'all? What's good? This is Yay Nofap clocking in. Yay Nofap clocking in. Be making another video for y'all. Man, we've been having some off days. Well, I'm not gonna say no off days. Let me stop. I'll just say today and yesterday were just dramatic. I just didn't like it. You know what I mean? But I'm just thankful I'm still alive. That's what I always think about. I always think about what I have done in this world, what I have right now, and that's what gets me back on track. So, that's the tips. That's the video. That's going to be the video for today. The video is tips on how to get back on track after a relapse. So typically we always think, like right now, I went through a relapse. You know what I mean? But the reason why I went through the relapse, I'm going to tell you why, is because I peaked. That's why you should never peak. Don't never peak and don't never try to, I'm going to just look for 2 seconds and I'm going to be done. And which I was like, I looked at it for 2 seconds and I think I was on Instagram and then it turned on to Reddit. Then it just spiraled. Then I went on to YouTube, and then I was just trying to stop. Like, I was trying to stop myself. But it was only, like, for a few seconds. It wasn't like I was sitting there, oh, my God, look at her big cheeks. Like, it wasn't none of that. It was like I was trying to stop myself, but it's like I didn't have control over myself. You know what I mean? And that's typically what happens. And see, I'm going to tell you what all led up to that. I was sitting there tired, had my phone out at nighttime. The worst time of them all, when I should have been sleeping. And I was doing my work. I was taking care of business. But I'm sitting there in my chair. And that's what happened. Then it started to do that. But then I was able to get through that day. That's the thing. I was able to get through that day. But then it kept on spiraling. That's why you should never peak. Peaking is like the dangerous thing in the world, bro. I'm telling you. But we are track. Tips on how to get back on track is just having gratitude, doing gratitude practice. So usually what I'll do, I'm gonna just tell you what I'll do. Usually I'll write in my notebook and I'll write down what I am thankful for. You know, and this, like, I'll just give you a sample. I'm thankful that I'm alive. I'm thankful I have my Lord and Savior. I'm thankful that I had the knowledge that I have now. I'm thankful that I was seeking the knowledge that I got now. I'm thankful that I have me a car. I'm thankful that I'm able to eat. I'm thankful I have a roof on my head. Those are the things that you have to be, just thankful for, like, because you can't take this stuff for granted because it could be taken just like that. So when you think of stuff like that and you use gratitude, it'll get you back on track. It'll make you feel good. It'll make you feel actually good because there's a lot of people that don't have this stuff. And then once you think about it, you'll be like, man, I'm blessed. It's a lot of people that don't got nothing. And they outside in the cold and they don't have nothing. So you had to have gratitude, And then another thing I think about is, like, all the stuff I have done. I have done a lot of nice things and a lot of things to help people and to inspire people to do good. You know what I mean? And when I think about that stuff, like, for example, like, I probably give back. I give back to the people that's less fortunate. And it makes me feel good inside. It builds up my spirit. You know what I mean? And so when I think about that type of stuff, I'm like, man, I did a lot of nice things for some people, you know what I mean? And it started to turn me up, you know what I mean? That's just for me. That's how I be feeling, you know what I mean? I can't speak for everybody else. I can't say, like, other people that gives back, they probably feel good too. They probably don't. They probably just do it just for the show. You know what I mean? So I can't speak for everybody. But for myself, I would say that every time I give back, it makes me feel very good. And then when I think about it, or like when I do nice things for people, and then they tell me, man, after you told me how nice I look, it made me feel good that whole entire day. Like, I thank you for that. Yeah. You know what I mean? That makes me feel so good. So it's like, bro, like, that's what gets me back on track. That's what makes me, like, I don't never feel like, oh man, I'm finna just give up. I'm just tired of this. Like, it's no point to keep doing this. No, bro, don't do that, please. I know I hear a lot of people say, man, it's no point to keep going through this, because it's like, even if I'm on a 200 day, I might still relapse. Or if I'm on a 300 day, no, bro. The thing is, the game is never over. You're always gonna be tempted. The devil never stops. This is his, like, God gave the world over to man, so, right? So the devil is here on earth doing whatever he can to try to get as many people to go with him. And like you say, a few is called. I mean, so many is called, but a few is chosen. So what that means is, it's so many people that's gonna get called by God, but they're not gonna be willing to go, because they feel like, oh man, they gotta give this up, they gotta give that up. Yeah, you gotta give up porn. If you want to go with God, you gotta give it up, bro. Do whatever you can. That, yeah, it's gonna be times where you slip up, but you gotta get back up and you gotta keep going, bro. Because if you give up, then you going with the devil. You get what I'm saying? How can you give up? You could give up on all these things, but it just don't matter. It just don't make sense. You know what I mean? It don't matter either, because you have to do what's best for you, for one. Two, you have to think more about God, because God haven't gave up on you. So why would you give up on God when God is willing to give you a chance after chance after chance? He already died on the cross. He showed you that he's going to protect you. He's going to help you. He's going to be there for you. So if he died on the cross and gave up, and God gave up his only son to die, because he already knew how this world was going to be. He already knew before he created it. He already knew that because of Adam and Eve. So once he saw that, he like, oh yeah, I know it's gonna be this type of stuff. You know what I mean? So he already knew. So now, as you can see, as we living in this world right now, day to day, it's getting worse and worse with this addiction, you know? And it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. It's gonna be more men out here that's like probably with erectile dysfunction, PIED, you know, all this type of stuff. And so we got to be able to, I'm doing whatever I can to stop that and try to prevent people going down that road, you know. And so it's just so much stuff out here, bro. But those are 2 tips right there. That should really help. Another thing is just by writing down in your journal. Writing down why you started NoFap, and every time you look at it, that's another thing I'm finna start back doing, because I kind of took it off my wall and it was helping so much, bro. But just put on the wall why you started NoFap. What is the reason? Why do you want to quit? You know what I mean? And once you look at that every time, and you be like, okay, the reason why I want to quit is because of depression and suicidal thoughts. And then the fear that it puts in me every time that I do it. Now you gonna want to quit. You gonna be like, I don't want to go back down there. You gotta, your mind is gonna be tricking you. So you gotta trick your mind into thinking, yes, this is destroying my life. You gotta change. You gotta reprogram your mind, bro. Seriously, bro. And that's why they continue to keep putting this on. I saw somebody that said, bro, why is this? It's so hard to get past this, because it's so temptation. It's so much temptation on the TV. It's so much temptation on the social media. It's temptation everywhere. My point exactly. They trying to keep us stuck down in the low vibration. They trying to control us. They trying to control our emotions. They trying to control everything about us. I mean, I often say Lord. I be talking to the Lord so much, bro. They trying to control everything about us, bro. That's all they trying to do. So we got to try to take back our life, bro, by literally going all in on this journey. But I'm not trying to make these videos too long, bro. I just like, I be trying to put this knowledge out, bro, as much as possible. But this is Yay Nofap clocking out. Make sure y'all check down the links in the description. I'm gonna try to I need to have my socials down there. I want to have them down there so then y'all can check out my TikTok and my Instagram, because I be posting on there too. And then I'm also gonna have a course too, a free course, And I'm gonna have a course that you'll have to buy, and you'll be able to. I'm telling you, it's gonna be helpful. You'll be able to break free from that nofap. Seriously, with this course, I'm telling you, you'll never want to go back ever again. But this is Ye clocking out, man. I'm out, man. Peace.